children, in a previous video we had dealt, at the end of that video we had dealt with the term decentralization. It is related to local government. Now we are going to study about local government in detail, and this would be the last video of this chapter. So decentralization means the process of taking away power from the central and state government and giving it to the local government. Okay, so this is decentralization of power. To strengthen the local government and make a decentralization more effective, several amendments have been made in the constitution concerning the Panchayati Raj and the Nagarpalika municipality. So to strengthen the local government and to make decentralization more power, constitution had made certain amendments or certain changes in it concerning the Panchayati Raj and Nagarpalika. These are the two bodies of the local government. So according to these amendments, it is mandatory to hold regular election for local government bodies. So according to these changes, according to these amendments which are made in the constitution, it is compulsory, it is mandatory to hold regular elections for local government bodies at the Panchayati Raj level and at the Nagarpalika or municipality level. Regular elections should be held. Seats are reserved in the elected bodies for the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes and backward classes, and 1/3 of all positions are reserved for women. This is how the seats are reserved in the local government for both Panchayati Raj also and for Nagarpalika also. There is a reservation for scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, backward classes, and 1/3 of all the position means in scheduled tribes also, scheduled caste also, and backward classes. In all these three positions, 1/3 place is reserved for women. Okay, now let us see further. An independent state election commission had been created in each state to conduct panchayat and municipal election. So under this state election commission, the panchayat and the municipal election they are held every year. Okay, under the state election commission. So moreover, the state governments are required to share some part of the power and the revenue with the local government bodies. So what local government needs from the state government? Some part of power and the revenue, capital, money from the state government to the local government. It is needed for the local government. So local government mainly consists of rural government and urban government. So rural government and the urban government, these are the main bodies of the local government. Rural government can also be called as Panchayati Raj, and urban government can be called as municipality or Nagarpalika. Okay, now let us study the rural government, rural local government in detail, starting from the bottom line. So the rural government is popularly known as Panchayati Raj. It is consist of Zilla Parishad or district level. Then comes Panchayat Samiti, block level, and then comes Gram Panchayat from the village level. So starting from the village level, Gram Panchayat, then the Panchayat Samiti, block level, then comes the Zilla Parishad, district level, and it forms the Panchayati Raj of the rural local government. Now let us study the Gram Panchayat. The Gram Panchayat is a decision-making body present in each village. Each village has its own Gram Panchayat. Okay, and in that Gram Panchayat, there are certain ward members. Okay, those ward members are known as Panch. As in the first image, you can see the colored figures over there. Those are the Panch. Okay, those are the ward members in the Gram Panchayat. So there is also a person who is the president of the Gram Panchayat. In each Gram Panchayat, in each village, there is a president, and that president is known as Sarpanch. You can see in the second image, the colored figure over there. He is the Sarpanch of that particular Gram Panchayat. Okay. The Gram Panchayat works under the supervision of Gram Sabha, that consists of all the voters in the village. So the working of the Gram Panchayat is supervised, administered by the Gram Sabha, and Gram Sabha, it is consist of all the voters in the village. The voters, the villagers are consist in the Gram Sabha who vote the Gram Panchayat. It meets twice or thrice in a year to approve the annual budget of the Gram Panchayat and to review the Panchayat's performance. So this Gram Sabha is held, or it meets twice or thrice in a year. And what is the agenda of meeting? To approve the annual budget of the Gram Panchayat, budgeting of the Gram Panchayat, and to review the Panchayat's performance, to see how the Panchayat, Gram Panchayat is working, whether it is working properly or not. So these things are seen by the Gram Sabha whenever they held the meeting. Okay, further. The Gram Panchayats together formed a Panchayat Samiti or block or mandal. The members of this body are elected by the members of the Panchayat in that area. So 2 or 3 or more Gram Panchayats, they come together and they form Panchayat Samiti. Panchayat Samiti is also known as block or mandal. So the members of this body, means the Panchayat Samiti members, are elected by the members of the Panchayat or Gram Panchayat in that area. All the Panchayat Samitis, they come together to form the Zilla Parishad. So at district level, this body is known as Zilla Parishad. So this Zilla Parishad is formed by the Panchayat Samitis coming together. So members of Lok Sabha, members of Legislative Assembly and other officials are members of Zilla Parishad. So who are the members of Zilla Parishad? Members of Lok Sabha, okay, members of the Legislative Assembly and other officials at the government level, they are the members of Zilla Parishad. Okay, till here was the thing. Now we have studied about the rural local government. Now let us move towards the urban local government. The urban local government or the Nagar Palika or the municipality, okay, comprises of municipal committee in the towns and municipal corporation in the cities. How rural local government is divided into Zilla Parishad, Panchayat Samiti and Gram Panchayat. In the same way, urban local government or Nagar Palika, it is divided into 2 bodies. These are municipal committees at the town level and municipal corporations at the city level. So the members are elected by the people. So members of both the bodies are elected by the people of that particular area. The 3-tier system of government is the largest experiment in the democracy conducted anywhere in the world. However, it is facing a few problems. Now we have studied about the rural local government and the urban local government. So our Indian system of government, it has 3-tier. Okay, so it is the largest experiment in the democracy conducted anywhere in the world. If you go anywhere, if you visit any country which follows the federal system of government, it has only 2 levels, union and state. But India has 3 levels or 3 tiers, central, state and local. So it is the largest experiment, but it is facing a few problems. What are those problems faced by our government is the Gram Sabhas are not held regularly. Okay, Gram Sabhas, which are supposed to be held twice or thrice in a year, they are not meeting regularly. Adequate resources are not given to the local bodies. Adequate resources are not given to the local bodies by the state government. Okay, and in certain cases, the state government has not transferred power to the local government, and the unwillingness or the reluctance of the state government to transfer its power to the local government has made it difficult for this 3-tier system of government to run properly. But then also, see, yet this system has 36 lakhs representatives in the rural and the urban local governments and a significant participation of women. Though it has certain drawbacks, but still 36 representatives are there in rural and the urban local governments and a significant participation of women. Despite certain problems, the presence of local government and decentralization of power has helped strengthen democracy in the world. See, we have being a diversified country, we have a local we have the 3-tier system of government. We have adopted the new system, that is the 3rd level, local self-government. Okay, under that we certain bodies, they are working: Panchayati Raj, district level, block level, village level, Nagar Palika, towns and city levels. These bodies are level on they're running on their own level, and they're controlling the matters at the state level, or we can say grassroots level. Okay, still there are certain problems. Okay, problems will arise because our country is a diversified country. but having certain problems, we are successfully running this federal system of government in our country. Okay, so several people, several demands and views are there, but still we are unified. Okay, and so our unification has made the all the tiers of government to run properly, and it has helped strengthen democracy in the country. And this is how we have come to an end of this chapter, federalism. Please watch all these 6 videos carefully again and again until your concepts are clear. Go through the chapter, read the highlighted points by you people, go through the refresher, follow the notes, understand them properly, and please leave the comment in the comment section. And if you have any problem related to this chapter, any concept, we are going to meet on Thursday when we have our online session. At that time you can clarify your doubts. Until then, thank you.